Kia ora whanau. I am live here from my home office. This is the first time I've done this because I haven't been using this platform in like forever. I think it was like a year ago or just over a year ago that I posted my last thing and I said, watch this space, and nothing happened. So I've been over at Facebook and I've been doing some lives there. Just kind of started maybe a couple of months ago or whatever it is. So I just wanted to do a feature, story about me. Everyone else is doing it, so why can't I? And I'm going to share it to all my platforms. So this is my home office. It is the spare room in our 2-bedroom Queenslander. A Queenslander is like a house on stilts, and underneath there's like heaps of room to put all your work tools and everything that you need downstairs. So upstairs, downstairs, we've got a swimming pool at the back. It is a rented property, and we've been here for 2 years, 2.5 maybe, and we love it here. So my name is Paula Nelio, and yeah, I'm just going to do a live, and I'm just going to talk about some random stuff because I'm just getting used to using this platform, like I said. So a typical day for me, before I start, what we do in Australia, I'm in Cairns, Queensland, Australia, and what we do is we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, and I am on the Gamoy Wallabara Yidinji people land. They are the traditional owners. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. So yeah. Thank you for that, and for anyone that links into the live, I really appreciate it. I do have a lot of subscribers at the moment, and that's from something that I posted 6 months ago, and it kind of like made 21k likes, and that was no fault of, I just shared it. I shared it on behalf of my son. But I am actually just using this platform just to discuss anything that you guys want to kind of talk about, or to create a safe area to talk about things. So what's happening with me at the moment, since November last year, I started on a 30-day program with Arbonne, and it is, to detox and stuff like that. And I became a consultant also. So, a lot of people have been alienated by this, saying that it's a pyramid, it's a scheme, it's a scam. But the thing is, it actually works for me. And so that's what I'm promoting. I'm promoting the health and wellness. If I get elevated to a place where, I am making a comfortable income out of it, then praise the Lord. That's not on me. It's not on anything that I'm doing sneakily or deceptively. I'm very open and honest, and I coach the people that I put onto these products. So I've had at least just to date, at least one person that has return their products, and that's fine. That's totally up to that person. There's nothing wrong with that, and I was happy to help him to make that transaction happen, because that's what being totally transparent is. So I don't want to go on about that. I'm not selling anything. I am just, this is me. This is me just being myself. So I am in Cairns, Queensland, Australia, and that's right up the top, right hand side where the tippy top is, near there. And then you fly on a plane, and then you're in PNG. So that's the 2 continents that's kind of separating. And then over to the side down the bottom left where Sydney is, straight across on a plane is New Zealand. So I'm from New Zealand, and my parents are still alive, and they're in New Zealand. And I have 2 surviving siblings. My brother passed away 3 years ago. So this is a little bit of a background to me. I will introduce more as I go along. I don't have any script or anything. I am just trying to be myself and introduce myself and just try and get myself out there and then share this over to Facebook and all that. So I don't have to do it, multiple times. So at the moment, what's happening is for the month of September, October, my nutrition, my exercise, it kind of just went a real off track. And I got an injury last month, and it only really super healed 1 week ago. So that was a whole month I was out because I started swimming. And so there's some exciting stuff that I'm doing with exercise, but also my nutrition as well. So, okay, so to start off with, last November, I jumped on the scales and I was 87 kilos. And within 2 months, by the time Christmas came and we had family over here, we hosted our Christmas lunch. I was like 70, 87, 70, about 77 kilos. So it took me 2 months. Yeah, see, because I haven't got anything in front of me. I'm just trying to kind of guess, but it was quite, for me personally, I just followed everything according as it said, and it's like just cut your sugars, cut your processed food, and just try and go vegan pretty much, or vegetarian. And we don't eat a lot of meat in this house. It's only me and my husband in this house. Our boys are grown and they've moved away. So we're able to live the lifestyle that we want to. And so we're in our 50s now. I'm 51 and my husband is 53. And, we're kind of like, oh, things are getting a bit more sore, or our eyes are getting a bit more blurrier. And so we're thinking, no, we've got to look after ourselves. Otherwise, we're not going to make it, the next time around. And so we already kind of live a pretty good nutritional, but we needed some sort of structure. Okay, so I'm trying to get to where I am now. So where I am now is for the last week on Monday, so it is Tuesday here in Australia. Last week on Monday, I started a fruit fast. I purposed in my heart that I would have only fruit or water during the day to sustain me. And then at night, I'd have something light. So that night I had a bit of leftover fried rice, which was brown rice and just onions and, very simple, basic fried rice. And so I have been, praise the Lord, that I have been surviving on that for 1 week now. And so today is trying to do the math, maybe day 9. Day 8 or day 9 of doing this fruit fast and then having something. So I thought to myself, okay, if I'm going to have something to eat at night, like a solid, I might as well have greens, might as well incorporate greens. So every single night I've made like big salad on this side of the plate and then maybe some gluten-free pasta or brown rice or something on the side there. And it's filled me up. So it's sustained me. And then from 7 p.m., I don't even eat the next morning. But, you allow your tummy time to, digest and all that type of stuff. So I only have fluids in the morning and then I go for my swim. And it takes about an hour because I'm learning how to do, everything properly. And then I come back and I'll do a shake. Now, the shake is the Arbonne shake. I'm still taking the shake supplements. So I might have 1 or I might have 2 a day. It depends. So that's to also sustain me. So I'm not starving myself. But stepping on the scales every day is a noticeable difference. So I was 84. So just seeing those numbers crawl up back to 87, it was like, what the hell? You've done so well. You kept it off and you sustained it. All this time, do something. So I had to step out in faith and say, no, enough is enough. And, the Arbonne's not enough. I've got to add something to this to really, because I've got an event coming up this Saturday. with a kids club. And, you know, I want to look my best. I want to feel my best. And I want to be in the present. I don't want to be like, you know, wake up with a migraine or whatever. So, yeah, I've been doing fruit, and it could be like I had a mango. I've been having kiwi fruit. We've always got green apples and oranges in the fridge, bananas, but bananas are very, you know, high in potassium and high in sugars. So I try to limit myself with bananas. I won't eat too many. I usually limit myself to one a day, but if need be, I might have another one. So I just have the small ones. I don't have those big, you know, bananas. So, you know, I feel great. I feel energized. So that's my nutrition. Also, I've been reading this book, Miracle Morning. And even before I started reading the book, I was up at 4 a.m. and I was like, what's going on? You know, this doesn't, it's not normal. And so I just lay in bed and I try to get back to sleep, and half an hour of, you know, being wide awake and lying in bed, it's like, what the hell? Okay, get up. Yeah, get up. Because I usually get up and I do some worship, read the Bible verse, or do my Sabbath school lesson. But, you know, I got up and, yeah, I did those things. I did a prayer and everything. And then I started reading the book and I thought, oh, this looks like a good thing. So it's like 6 steps or 6 habits that will transform your life before 8 a.m. And I'm usually a very early morning person anyway. And so, you know, those are some key things that are happening in my life. Exercise. I am in the pool, and I started last month. And then I had to get out of the pool for about 3 weeks. I was out of the pool. And so I've only just started getting back in again for about maybe this is the 3rd week now. And so I'm able to swim consistently now, whereas, you know, once my legs started getting sore again, I would just jump out, that's enough. But I'm able to do all the drills and the main set. And yesterday, the 25-meter pool was full. So I went to the 50-meter, and the 50-meter is very daunting for me because I had a traumatic experience when I was a kid at swimming carnival. So, you know, I'm swimming along like normal, and I can hear the crowd on the side of me, and then I can hear this boy yelling out, and it's like a boy that I liked when I was like in primary. And it kind of got into my head, and I got a bit anxious, and then I started sinking. I didn't know what I was doing, and I started sinking. But this is this is the reality of it. Yeah, I started drowning, and a teacher had to jump in and save my life. So a 50-meter pool is very daunting to this day to me. And I did not know that it was until I jumped back into the pool last month, and I was really struggling trying to get those breaths and everything. But what I was trying to do was make sure that the side was there, make sure that I could still reach something. And this is what I still continue to do. So I worked my way up the 25-meter pool yesterday. I jumped in the 50-meter because the 25 was full, like I said, and I loved it. I still have that sinking feeling in the back of my head, and I didn't go without using something to help me. I used a life buoy, which helped to keep me afloat for the last set. But otherwise, you know, for me to get from that point, from the 25-meter pool to the 50-meter was like, oh, wow. And then this morning I was looking at the 50-meter and I thought, oh, there's some really good swimmers in there. I was like, oh, no, you go back to your 25-meter. So that's what I'm doing. I'm swimming. That's my exercise. Nutrition is on point. And I've set my goal to this Saturday, but not limiting it to the Saturday. You know, if I really enjoy myself, I'm not going to. Why would I go back to, because all I do is incorporate fish and chicken. So if I don't incorporate those two, it's like I won't miss it. And then, you know, for my mental well-being, Miracle Morning. Also, swimming is great for your mental well-being as well. It just like clears your head. You're able to focus. You're able to, use all those muscles, but it's also a mind power thing as well, because you're thinking about your stroke, your breath, you're thinking about your laps, you're counting, and it's just like you're in another world, you're in another space. Oh my goodness, I've already taken 15 minutes. I didn't want to take that long. I hate taking long lives, but this is my first one, and so I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm just going to post some things on a daily. I'm going to name it. I don't know what yet. I'm going to name this episode, program, or whatever it is that I'm going to do, and it's just going to be basically me talking about stuff or talking about things. And it could get political. It could be, about what's going on in the world today. Who knows? But this is my platform, so I'm allowed to do that. So at the moment, this is my introduction, and I pray that everyone is well and you have a blessed day. And then I will tune in back tomorrow. If you are interested, or, if I see you again, then God bless, and take care of yourself and take care of each other, and hide it up.